Do you want to speak English faster? Do you want to stop translating every sentence in your head and start speaking naturally, confidently, and without hesitation? Have you ever understood almost everything you hear in English but struggled to reply because your mind suddenly goes blank? If your answer is yes, then this lesson is exactly what you need. Today, you're going to learn one of the most important skills in spoken English: how to build sentences quickly and naturally. Many English learners spend years memorizing thousands of vocabulary words and grammar rules. But when someone asks them a simple question like, "What did you do today?" they freeze. The problem isn't that they don't know English. The real problem is that they haven't trained their brain to create sentences automatically. In this lesson, I'll show you practical techniques that English speakers and successful learners use every day to improve their fluency. By the end of this video, you'll know how to train your brain to think in English, build sentences instantly, and speak with much more confidence. So make sure you watch until the very end, because every tip builds on the previous one, and together they can completely change the way you learn English. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. It only takes a second, but it helps us create more free English lessons, conversations, stories, and speaking practice for learners around the world. Now let's get started. First, understand why sentence building is the foundation of spoken English. Think of learning English like building a house. Vocabulary words are the bricks, grammar is the cement, and sentence structure is the blueprint that holds everything together. You can own thousands of bricks, but if you don't know how to arrange them, you can't build a strong house. In the same way, knowing many English words doesn't automatically mean you can speak English. Speaking happens when your brain learns to connect words into meaningful sentences quickly. That's why sentence building is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. The faster you can connect ideas, the more fluent and confident you'll sound. Tip number 1. Think in simple sentence structures first. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is trying to speak long, complicated sentences from the very beginning. They want to sound advanced, but instead they become slow, nervous, and confused. Don't do that. Start with very simple sentences because fluency grows from simplicity. Say things like, "I like tea," "She studies every day," "They play football," or "The weather is nice." When these become easy, slowly add more information. "I like tea because it helps me relax." "She studies every evening after dinner." "They play football every Sunday with their friends." Notice how the sentence grows naturally. This is exactly how children learn their first language. They don't begin with complex grammar. They begin with simple ideas and gradually make them longer. Tip number 2. Master common sentence patterns. Instead of creating every sentence from scratch, train yourself to use ready-made sentence structures. For example, subject plus verb plus object. "I read books." "She drinks water." "They watch movies." Subject plus verb plus adjective. "The food is delicious." "The room is clean." "He is happy." Subject plus verb plus prepositional phrase. "She walks to school." "We live in India." "The keys are on the table." When you practice these patterns repeatedly, your brain starts recognizing them automatically. Soon you'll build new sentences without consciously thinking about grammar. Tip number 3. Use the shadowing technique every day. Shadowing is one of the fastest ways to improve speaking fluency. Listen carefully to a native or fluent speaker and repeat every sentence immediately after hearing it. Try to copy not only the words, but also the pronunciation, rhythm, stress, and intonation. For example, listen, I'm going to the supermarket after work. Pause the audio and repeat exactly the same way. At first, speak slowly, then repeat again a little faster. Daily shadowing trains your mouth, ears, and brain to work together, making sentence production much faster. Tip number 4, practice question and answer drills. Real conversations happen through questions and answers, so train your brain to respond instantly. Ask yourself simple questions like, what time did you wake up today? What is your favorite food? What do you usually do on weekends? Then answer immediately without worrying about perfection. Even short answers are enough. Over time, increase the length of your responses. This exercise develops quick thinking, which is one of the most important skills for fluent speaking. Tip number 5, use a 1-minute speaking challenge. Set a timer for 1 minute and choose a random word like book, coffee, school, or travel. Now keep speaking about that word without stopping. For example, I love reading books. My favorite book is about history. I usually read before sleeping. Reading helps me learn new vocabulary. Don't worry if your sentences are simple. The goal is continuous speaking. This exercise trains your brain to create sentences under time pressure, making real conversations much easier. Tip number 6, memorize high-frequency English phrases instead of isolated words. Native speakers don't create every sentence word by word. They use chunks of language such as I think, in my opinion, as far as I know. To be honest, it depends. I don't think so. Could you repeat that? And what do you mean? Learning these phrases allows you to begin speaking immediately while your brain prepares the rest of the sentence. This makes your speech smoother and more natural. Tip number 7, describe everything around you in English. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can develop. Wherever you are, describe your surroundings. The sun is shining. The bus is crowded. A child is playing with a ball. My phone is on the table. The room feels quiet today. You don't need anyone to practice with. The world around you becomes your classroom. The more you observe and describe, the faster your brain becomes at forming English sentences. Tip number 8, stop translating from your native language. Translation is one of the biggest reasons people speak slowly. Instead of thinking in your language and then converting it into English, train yourself to connect English words directly with ideas and images. When you see an apple, don't think of its name in another language first. Think only apple. When you're thirsty, think, I'm thirsty, not the sentence in your native language. At first, this feels difficult, but after consistent practice, your brain gradually begins thinking directly in English, and your speaking speed increases dramatically. Tip number 9, practice storytelling every day. Storytelling combines vocabulary, grammar, sentence building, and creativity. Start with your daily routine. This morning I woke up at 7. I brushed my teeth, made breakfast, and studied English for 1 hour. Then slowly add details. After breakfast, I met my friend at a cafe. We talked about our future plans, and later we watched a movie together. The longer your stories become, the more flexible your sentence-building ability becomes. Tip number 10, practice with real people whenever possible. Learning alone is useful, but speaking with others accelerates your progress. Join English-speaking communities, language exchange groups, or our Telegram group, where you can meet learners from different countries, practice conversations, ask questions, and receive feedback. Real conversations teach you how English is actually used in everyday life. Remember, Fluency doesn't come from reading grammar books alone. It comes from speaking consistently, making mistakes, correcting them, and trying again. Don't be afraid of mistakes because every mistake teaches you something valuable. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. What matters is that you continue speaking. If you practice these 10 techniques for just 15 to 20 minutes every day, you'll notice your confidence growing, your speaking becoming smoother, and your sentence building speed improving week after week. English fluency is not a talent you're born with. It's a skill you build through daily practice. Now it's your turn. Which technique are you going to start using today? Let us know in the comments because we'd love to hear about your learning journey. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our daily English lessons, conversations, vocabulary sessions, grammar guides, and speaking practice videos. Share this lesson with your friends and family so they can improve their English too. Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing every single day. Believe in yourself, and remember, every sentence you speak brings you one step closer to fluency. We'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep growing. Goodbye and have an amazing day.